Hey guys, and welcome to the first official episode of Ask Anna. And so let's get started with some questions. I was wondering how long you've been in dance and if you could eventually make some dance tutorials. I have been in dance for like 10 or 11 years. So I started when I was like 3 and have been dancing ever since. And yes, I am going to make some dance tutorial videos. And I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do yet, but if you have any suggestions or requests, feel free to let me know. What got me into dancing? When I was little, I would apparently dance around the house and just like, you know, not really ballet, but just like dance around. And so my mom decided to send me up for ballet classes because it seemed like I really liked dancing. So when I was 3, I started taking dance and I really liked it, and I've been taking it ever since. What kind of pointe shoes and toe pads do I use? I wear Gainer Minden pointe shoes and they look like this, and I've been wearing them for like 6 months or something, and I really like them. And I use these gel toe pads. They're just like made out of like squishy gel, and they have these little holes in them. They're supposed to make them like more breathable or something. I don't know if they really help, but I really like them. They're thinner here, and then up at the top they're thicker. What do I want to be when I grow up, and have I always wanted to be that? When I grew up, I want to be a professional ballerina, and I have not always wanted to be that. When I was littler, I used to want to be a nurse, but since then I have changed my plans, and I would now like to be a professional ballerina. Do I have any pets? Yes, our family has a dog, and her name is Becky. This is Becky, and she is a miniature poodle, and she is pretty talented. She can do some pretty amazing tricks, so if you want to see those, you can comment below. Is it true that you have a boyfriend, and if so, why didn't your brothers get to interview him before you started dating? That is a fallacy. I do not have a boyfriend. But my brothers, especially Josh, like to tease me about having a boyfriend, which I have never had a boyfriend. I'm actually not allowed to date until I'm 16. What's it like having a brother who is an amputee? It's not really much different than having a normal brother, but I think it's really cool how his disability, which seems like a negative thing, turned out to be a sort of positive thing, because he went on to be really successful and write a book and become famous on YouTube and be a motivational speaker. But when I was little, he used to wear a prosthesis, and that's like a fake leg that you can take on and off. And so I was like 1 or 2, and I asked my mom if everyone could take their leg on and off. What is my favorite clothing store? I'm gonna have to say my favorite clothing store is probably American Eagle. Do I like squirrels? Sure, I like squirrels. I think they're cute, but Becky here, she really likes squirrels. She loves to chase them, and she's like the dogs in Up. You know how they're like, squirrel! Okay, ready? Squirrel! Yeah, pretty awesome, right? So that is it for my first Ask Anna episode, and thanks for watching. Bye!